I was never too invested in the LittleBigPlanet games. When I first got my PS3, LBP1 was one of the first games I got. Still salty I can't get the platinum anymore, but I never played LBP2 or karting. I only played LBP3 because it was added to PS Plus a few years ago. I did get the platinum for it later on before starting this channel. However, I never did its one DLC, the Journey Home. And with LBP3 and all of its DLC to be delisted 2 days ago. Man, I'm late. I figure now is the best time to finish this game off 100%. Also, there's apparently a bug with the trophy for collecting all the prize bubbles. It can possibly get locked to 97% even if I have all of them. And the only workaround I found is to finish the entire DLC 100% in one sitting. There's only 6 trophies, so that isn't too much of an ask. Guess I better clear my schedule since I know what I'm doing today. This DLC has 3 main levels. It actually has 5, but the first and 5th levels are just cutscenes, so we don't count those. The second level is where the DLC actually begins. Each of the 3 main levels has me playing as one of the new characters to this game. Here I'm playing as Toggle, who can change sizes depending on what I need him for. Since this is my first time through these levels, I'll just play casually and collect prize bubbles as I go. I get to a point where there's a key to collect. These keys unlock a multiplayer minigame. There's one in each of the 3 main levels, and they all require a second person to get them, or at least a second controller. Okay, hold on. This I knew was going to happen. And that's why I have multiple controllers. Okay, so have him pull back. I go up here. This is tough with just me. Let go. Yes. Okay. And I got squished. I finished the level with the second player since I had no clue how to get rid of him. With him still in my pod, I made a fatal mistake. I decided the only way to lose him was to restart my game, forgetting what would happen if I did that. Wait, I may have just glitched my save file with the bubbles. I also figured out how to disconnect a player. It's as simple as turning the controller off and waiting a few seconds. It's that easy, but I still should probably just delete my save data and start again. I don't want to risk it glitching, and I did just that. I deleted my save and started over again just in case it was glitched. And when I skipped the initial cutscene, my game crashed. I so hope that doesn't happen as I'm playing the game. I sped through the first level since I just played it, but this time I didn't have to drag the second player around. I did miss a sticker for the invitation, even though my first time I got all of them. The next level has me playing Swoop, a bird who can fly. He can also pick up items with his feet, like these bomb bots. I see that over there. It's another key section that needs 2 players. And by 2 players, I mean just me with 2 controllers. Hold on both controllers, and hold X. Okay, that one was not that bad for needing just me and 2 players. I found all the stickers for the invitation and finished the level with 95% of items found. I must have missed one hidden spot somewhere. The last level takes me back to where it all began, the gardens from LittleBigPlanet 1. I was feeling some heavy nostalgia here. The king gives me a new item called the Springinator. It lets me bounce higher than I can jump, and I'll be using it throughout the entire level. Here's the last key section. I see. Okay, so I got it. Oh, first try. That should be the last key. towards the end of the level, I unlock my first trophy for using the Springinator 100 times, and like a minute later, I got another trophy for finishing all the adventure levels. Now let's tackle the multiplayer minigames that the keys unlocked. These all require at least 2 players, but I'm going to try my best to do them solo. The first one is the easiest, where each player is controlling a piece of a robot toggle. The controls they gave me lets me dual wield my controllers and do this minigame first try. I even got every item too, as well as getting 30,000 points for another invitation. The second minigame is impossible on solo. I have to control both Swoop and Sackboy while a laser is chasing us. If either of them die, then the minigame is over. I tried this for half an hour, even doing pause strategies and using my feet to keep Swoop flying while I controlled Sackboy with my hands. I did manage to get the first part done, but that was the best I could do. I'll save this for later and see if I can figure anything out. The third minigame is also hard, but it's doable solo. I play as Oddsock with Sackboy in a ship clearing obstacles. Sackboy can push in yellow objects and shoot targets to blow things away. I'm also being timed and I want to finish fast so I'll get more points. I took it slow my first time and eventually did finish, but it was after the time expired, so I got no extra points. The second time I did it a lot faster, but I was the tiniest amount short on points. I needed 30,000 for an invitation and I had 29,673. So close, yet so far, because now I have to play it again. This time I killed it and beat my time before by over 40 seconds. I had more than enough points for the invitation now. I did have to go back in one more time for 100% of the items though. Since I still don't know what to do about this minigame yet, I'll go through the main levels to get all prize bubbles and to ace them. Acing a level means beating it without dying. First, I'll get all the prize bubbles to get used to the level again. Then, I'll try to ace it. It can't be that easy. It's that easy. I aced this level on my first try. I got the last 2 items I was missing with Swoop and tried to ace it after. I died one time, but aced it the next try when I realized I could just skip this enemy completely. I also filled out the invitation on my way out. The last level I did have some difficulty with, but they were all dumb deaths. This one I forgot to jump, so I got spiked. Then I tried to jump on these guys, but instead landed on their side spikes. Not just once, but twice. Somehow the last death beats them all. I'll just let you watch it. What? Are you kidding me? I like glitched through something. Oh my god. I was at the end of the level and I glitched through the wall or something and fell out of bounds to my death. At last, I finally aced this level and got a trophy for acing all the adventure levels. I also got the last item I needed to finish the invitation and have all the items in the level. Nothing else to do now besides that last multiplayer minigame. I did check the last level of the DLC since it apparently does have some prize bubbles, but then I decided to come back when I had all the invitations. You're kidding me! No! Oh my god, please! Please tell me it'll still work. Yup, the game crashed on me. Again. I was so scared that the game would be glitched and I'd have to start over again. Something worse happened. You're joking. There is no freaking way! my save data got corrupted. I thought this issue was patched out years ago. I know at launch it happened to a lot of people, but it's been 10 years since then. I just bought the physical disc of LittleBigPlanet 3 since it got delisted, and now I regret it. I just want to take this disc and just... The one silver lining is that now I can probably do this whole DLC in under an hour. So I did it. I did everything again as fast as I could and ended up with a time just barely over an hour. I'm back where I was before with only the second minigame left, but this time I came prepared. I have someone helping me, and I still haven't turned the game off yet, so I shouldn't be glitched at all. It took a few tries, but when the point counter hit 30,000, I immediately jumped in the lava to end the level and get the last invitation. All that's left now is to play the last level and collect the prize bubbles from the guests. There's 26 bubbles here, and I just have to walk by the guests for them to throw the bubbles at me. That should have been them all. Why didn't the trophy pop? Maybe I have to watch the end cutscene for it to count? Nothing. I have all the prize bubbles. I better not be glitched at 97%. Oh, even better. I'm glitched at 99%. I don't know what it could be. Maybe I have to watch the intro cutscene in full? Nope, not that. I never aced minigame 3. Could that be what's stopping me? This is obviously hard because I'm one person using 2 controllers, so I died a few times due to dumb mistakes. I did eventually ace it, but it didn't pop up on the scoreboard, and I didn't get anything for doing it. On the map, it says I aced it, so I did do it. It's just that wasn't the issue. Or maybe it's just glitch beyond fixing. I did a lot, and I mean a lot of research into possible fixes or other things I could do. I saw one post say after getting 100% in the DLC to collect 1 prize bubble in the main game and that would fix it. I tried this, but no luck. And to make matters worse, when I went back into the DLC, I forgot to turn off the second player. I did that and exited the level. It crashed again. And when I loaded the game back up, what do you think happened? Corrupted again. But this time, I had an ace up my sleeve. When the game crashed, I took the opportunity, since the game was already closed, to back up my save data to the cloud. When I saw my data was corrupted, I deleted the file, then downloaded it right back, and I got through no issue. I saw another post say that acing the main levels each counts for 1% of total completion. So it's possible the game didn't register me acing one of them. I aced the first level and nothing. Then I went to ace the second level.
I've got a great joke about...
Oh my god, finally! That is what the issue was? The game didn't register me acing this level the first time. This game has so many issues. My last trophy should be the easiest. I have to finish a level with 4 players, or in my case, 4 controllers. Now, I only have 3 PS5 controllers, but luckily, because this is a PS4 game, I can use a PS4 controller. Instead of doing the whole level with 4 players, I just make it to the end and spawn everyone in. Give me that last trophy. Oh, it feels so good to finally be done. What a glitchy mess this game was. This DLC started out fun, but slowly turned sour as the crashes and data corruption started happening. I can try to compare the 5-hour estimated time of the guide I used to the time on my PS5. Before I started the DLC, my PS5 said I had 9 hours on LBP3, which does not seem correct. After I finished, it said I had 16 hours on LBP3. That also does not seem correct, because it definitely took me more than 7 hours, mainly due to me having to redo the whole DLC and troubleshooting the last 1% I needed for 100%. If it isn't obvious, I did not have much fun with this. I take any other LittleBigPlanet game over this. I'll even take Sackboy: A Big Adventure. At least that game doesn't delete my save data.